So tell me what's happened.
Well, what's happened is that decisions have been made within the hierarchy, within the bureaucracy, to end the flexibility of the rent supplement program. And what that means is that people will not be able to move again. The fact of the matter is that for many reasons people move. And if this happens, that this flexibility is taken out of this program, this is the end of this program. The reality is people here on average were homeless for 8 years and suffered greatly during that period. And now everything's supposed to be okay and they're just supposed to settle somewhere for the rest of their lives. Well, that's not real life. In this case, if they take this portion and change it, if they change the rent supplement program and don't make it flexible, meaning that you'll help people to move, the program is over for a lot of people. A lot of the people that we thought were housed and going to be housed and taken care of for life, who had been damaged greatly by being homeless for years, are going to go back to the streets.
This is a winnable one. So this should have done lately. This is it.
What are you doing now?
Right now I'm going to get out and look into the Good Shepherd, which is a hostel, because I'm not going to go back to Edgefish where I was staying. It's crack orientated, and if you're there, you're going to be smoking it with me, and I don't want to be smoking. So it's time for some R&R.
And so you go to the Good Shepherd and then and what? Look for.
Well, at least I'll be dry. You can't smoke there, and I know I can stay away from it there. And within the next week, I'll find an apartment. I'll be able to move there at the end of the month. Trying to get my head together.
Yeah, but you have to realize they're responsible for themselves. You can't put the cape on for everybody. You don't have enough time, energy to save everybody else.
What are your goal right now? Is what's your number? Well,
Find an apartment.
you have two goals the way I see it. But what do you see as your goal?
Find an apartment and cut down on my smoking.
You're smoking what?
Crack. I wake up every morning and I look in the mirror and I know whether it's going to be a good day or not.
You know, it's difficult in this, I find, as a worker. You know, we're housing workers, but we tend to deal with their everyday lives. But I find because we always are in crisis mode with a certain number of participants on this program, we're not able to do the real work.
Work on yourself.
Yeah.
I call it diversion. You're doing this, and I'm guilty of it too. I'm guilty of it too. It's so easy to look at somebody else's issues or problems and not have to look at your own.
I just get in over my head sometimes. Like I can't help it.
No, you can't.
I want to, but I can't.
This has changed.
Well, we've changed it around. We got new furniture, painted the place up, and it looks really nice in here. Very proud of myself because I've taken care of I've maintained my household, right? You know, like getting housing is one thing. Maintaining and keeping it is another thing. I am changing, but the change is slow. People don't understand like how difficult it is to try to stay clean.
Why do you think you still fall off, even though you've been?
Because I'm an addict. Very vulnerable because when we have better housing, we are still letting people in our houses. Because you're used to having them people around, right?
Is it? Do you think? Are you letting them in because you don't want them on the streets? Or are you letting them in because you need to have them around? Or is it?
We're letting them in because they have drugs. That's why we're letting them in. But the thing is, I don't let them in my house. No fucking way will I let that happen again. I'm not gonna lie about it.
I mean, you don't look unhealthy.
No, because I eat very well.
And how are you making your extra money these days?
I do panhandling once or 2 or 3 times a week, and that I want to start my own business with my cross stitching, but see, I have to get better at it. That I've had my housing for 8 years or something like that, 8-9 years.
Close to that, yeah.
I never go back to that. No way. The one thing that Tent City taught me is to learn how to maintain housing, because And I think it's, like I said, this new program they have is a good benefit for other people because it's going to give these people a chance to learn how to maintain their life. You know, like I am. It's not easy. Believe me, it's not easy, but I'm maintaining.
So overall, since I saw you 4 years ago, thumbs up or thumbs down?
Thumbs up for sure. For sure. I love it.
I can't even go to where I live right now because the dealers have taken over the building. If I want to move somewhere now, I have to go to a tribunal to do it. That means I'm going to have to wait 4 to 5 months. So I'm not going to go home for 4 or 5 months because I can't get into a tribunal. In my situation right now, I'm forced to go to a shelter when I have housing, and I should be going to my house, and I can't because these people have taken over. I'm just, you know, I can't be by myself, buddy. I've got over 30 years in the joint. I'm used to having people around me. Put me in an apartment by myself and I'm looking for something stupid to do. But yet, I'm not allowed legally, I'm not allowed to take a roomer in with me to have somebody stay with me. So what do? I'm caught between a rock and a hard place. Yeah.
So do you think it's possible for you to learn to be on your own?
Maybe a little late, but anything is possible. Anything's possible. When I was down at Tent City, I felt like I belonged somewhere. And that means a lot to me. I have to be a part of something and be included in something to do this. Otherwise, I can't.
And how do you feel now?
I'm lost, bud. I'm lost. I don't know what to do.
If I could see the future then, like I can see the future now, I know what I'd do again. I know what I'd do without. Every wrong road taken, I'd make it right somehow. If I could see the future then, like I can see the future now. A gypsy woman laughed at me. She held my gaze and she spoke evenly. She said the answer that you ask, you never get ahead by going back. If I could see the future then, like I can see the future now, I know what I'd do again. I know what I'd do without. Every wrong road taken, I'd make it right somehow. If I could see the future then, like I can see the future now. If I could see the future then, like I can see the future now, I know what I'd do again. I know what I'd do without. Every wrong road taken, well, I would straighten it right out. If I could see the future then, like I can see the future now.